Hello, people, and thank you for joining me on this long journey of a documentation about the evolution of car games across Roblox. I hope you enjoy. I do have to tell you a couple things. Join the Discord server for Forza events, Greenville events, Hello's Florida events, and some other games like Jupiter, Florida. But yeah, like, subscribe, share, and I'll maybe do more if this video does good. And yeah, let's get right into the document. The year is 2010, and you just stumbled upon one of the first car games created in Roblox, made by the very infamous and famous Roblox builder, Milk, which we will be getting to later in the video. Though being pretty good in 2010 standards, you take a look in the car spawner menu and see that there's not a lot of options, and even with these options, they are not very detailed. With primitive technology and scripting and, building, this was only the beginning of what would truly blossom into one of the biggest scenes in Roblox history. It's been 1 year since Milk's last creation, and now it is 2011, and you can see that the detail has gone up just by a little bit. Still primitive, but you can now actually buy cars in this game. Upon buying your first car, you notice that it does indeed have some more advanced technology compared to the other creation, as seeing that it has horns, and when you go into it, a startup, as well as some form of sound, and gears, which was very monumental back in 2011. No other car games at the time had that. Back in 2015, the good old Roblox days, there was a uncopy locked version of this game that was spreading and getting into some of the wrong hands. Mid 2017, one of those uncopy locked games, it was actually modified, and the owner accidentally put a virus in the game since Roblox was not as protective at the time. This virus unfortunately did some very bad things, as not only hacking the game, which it did, but it actually inserted a bunch of inappropriate models into the workspace of the game in Roblox Studio and presented it to all the kids that were playing the game, unfortunately. Luckily for all the players, that was the only version of this game to get taken down swiftly by Roblox, and this model still stands today, as you can go play like I am right now. This game was first of many to introduce Koenigsegg's and Pagani, since they were both relatively new cars at the time, and this marked the starting point of exotic cars in Roblox. 9 years later, and Milk is back at it again, and this is GVO2, the final beta release. And this actually introduced some things like the interior, or at least a more realistic interior. Gears. These are very iconic gears for any Roblox game that uses free models. Not saying that this game uses free models, but a lot of free model creators use this style of gauges here. Now, along with the interior, this also brought turn signals, headlights, and that's it. It's still 2020, and games are beginning to pop off just like Southwest Florida, and along with the insane modeling advances from Greenville, also a lot of more technological advances. Players of these games could now very advancedly tune the cars to their exact likings, and eventually get actual and correct mathematical equations for horsepower gain and camber, and how it affects suspension and other things like that. Along with all of the tuning, you could also go and fine tune your car. What this means is you can tune the car down to a T with the steering speed, suspension, wheel width, wheel size, the differential, gearing, body kits, anything that you could possibly think of was now able to be tuned. Players from all across these games that included fine tuning could actually race their own creations against other people's creations and see who would win. But unfortunately, all of this would take a very, very bad turn very, very soon. It's September of 2022, and you load up Southwest Florida. But something's different. When you load, you see a refund. And then you check your inventory, and where's all my Lamborghinis? This was the day that would unfortunately mark the mass cease and desisting of car companies and car company removals in all car games across Roblox. Lamborghini, first of many car companies to send a cease and desist to Roblox, would start following. Many car companies would start following after Lamborghini and doing the same things, sending cease and desist to Roblox and basically threatening to sue if they didn't remove their contents from their game. This caused car games in Roblox to start making fictional cars like this and replacing them with the old ones, and also taking all of the DMCA cars off sale. And they would also get a copyright strike, which means so if you have a total of 3 copyright strikes on your game would be taken down forever. And soon, many car companies were wiped from all Roblox games across the entire platform. Car companies such as Ferrari, Chevy, Cadillac, all GM products in fact, Toyota, Lexus, Honda, most Japanese car brands, Maserati, Ferrari, and a bunch of other car companies. However, shortly after, things would actually be taking a better turn for all car games. As a celebration for Driving Empire crossing 1 billion visits on Roblox on November 24th, 2023, Pagani joined as a licensed car company. This was the first ever car license on Roblox ever, and it's even more monumental because it changed everything forever, as many car companies shortly after would start to follow as licensing car companies instead of having to worry about getting more copyright infringement things for having cars without permission. Car games like Greenville would soon follow, as they licensed Jaguar recently and Range Rover. And even Vehicle Legends, a smaller car game at the time, followed by licensing Lotus. They got McLaren, Ford, Chevy. They even have their own Le Mans event. With cars getting more realistic across all car games on Roblox since then to this date right now, we can only hope that things improve more and don't get better like it did in 2022. But anyway, thanks for watching this short documentary about the evolution of car games throughout Roblox, and if you want to see more, join the Discord server for some car events in Greenville, Forza, and other car games. And yeah, see you all in the next video. Bye bye.